Okay, just a short episode here out in the Sonoran Desert. Um, the economy is really shutting down. It's getting really bad. And it's not just COVID, but COVID is really bad too. But you got Sleepy Joe in there, our president, called Sleepy Joe Biden. He shut down our oil lines, Keystone pipeline. He's over-regulating the oil industry in this country, and we're starting to now have to import all of our oil from some of our enemies, basically. Some of these people are really bad that we're getting our oil now from. So our oil prices have actually gone up. I was paying $2.65 a gallon a year ago, and and Biden got into presidency, and when Trump was in, it was cheap. I was paying $2.65 a gallon for gasoline. Now I'm paying $5.15, and some places in California are now paying over $7 a gallon. That's a 51% increase just from where I'm at, which is $5.15 a gallon. People, in California, some areas they're paying over $7. So that would be but 51% increase in 1 year since Sleepy Joe got in there. And they call him Sleepy Joe because he even showed up at an international conference, and they caught him on tape falling asleep. That's why they call him Sleepy Joe. The guy is not with it. And he's supposed to be our commander-in-chief. I hate to see if a war broke out with Russia or China or something, he'd be sleeping. We'd be wiped out real quick. You can't be sleeping as a president. You got to be like Trump. Trump was like aggressive. He was up and running. He was constantly going everywhere. Sleepy Joe still hasn't showed his face, or Harris, the vice president, shown themselves down at the border, the Mexican border, which is crazy down there. There's hundreds of thousands of people coming in. A lot of sex offenders, child traffickers, drug addicts, drug smugglers. They're all coming through our border now, because Sleepy Joe also took down all those regulations. So everybody and their brothers coming in, illegal aliens basically, into our country and causing all kinds of harm. The other thing is, because of the gas prices going way up, our food prices are going way up, because it costs a lot more money to ship the food across the country. So I'm seeing like around 31% increase in the last year on food prices. Meat prices have gotten ridiculous. I'm seeing like just to buy a drumstick is like $4.50 a pound. It's crazy. I used to get those a year ago for like, I don't know, 70 cents a pound or whatever, So all the food prices are going way up, and especially in meat prices. If it's a steak, you can't even buy a steak for under $15 anymore. I was buying steaks for $3.25, T-bone steaks, just a couple of years ago. You can't even buy a steak, I think, for under $15 anymore. So that's all what's happened since Sleepy Joe, Biden, our president now, he's changed all these policies, and it's got ridiculous. He shut down our oil lines. He's added more regulations to our oil industry, which all increases the gas prices, which increases our food prices, because everything has to be shipped, by diesel trucks. And so, your gas and diesel prices, everything's gone way off the market. So they determine roughly now, in the last year, the average American is paying $350 a month more on their the things they have to buy. Their gas prices, their oil, diesel prices, food pricing, everything. That's all happened. They've also 154 Walmarts, which is where you used to get the really cheap stuff. 154 Walmarts have gone under, literally. They've gone out of business. And that's where we used to get all of our cheap stuff. Our inexpensive meats and food and byproducts, a lot of Chinese products and stuff. 154 Walmarts have gone out of business since President Biden got into office. And now, instead of getting inexpensive stuff at Walmart, you're going to have to drive 30 to 60 miles further. So that's another $10 to $20 just in gas to go to another store just to get your supplies. So this has all happened in the last year since President Biden and that woman Harris, who's always giggling, she's a total idiot. I think she's high on drugs, personally. She's a total idiot. I can't believe she even got to become a vice president of the United States. So anyway, that's what's going on. You want to hire another Democrat from California, then that's what you're going to get. And it's not going to get any better. Otherwise, go back to somebody that was thinking about America is first. And that was President Trump. Okay? This is Eagle Eric out in the Sonoran Desert, signing off.